Sanibonani, igama lami nguNkosinathi Mkhize, umfo kaGcwabe, kaKhabazela, kaMavovo, kaZihlandlo, uGubhela, umumbo omhlophe wasembo, okhanya amaseswini, uSingela, ungunesi, uSibiyeside simjebhelezana, uSibiyeside simaphandla, esaphandlela benguni, bavungama. I greet you yet again as I sit in your feet, in honor and in love. Yet again, I'm here to talk about karma, and this is the part 2. And thank you so much for watching my vids, and hope they do bring light to your existence, and hopefully you will be transformed to be a better person. I am sharing this with you. I am sharing this information with you simply because in this lifetime, as an old soul, I have been blessed with the gift of being a seer. As I said before, I'm a seer. That is to say, I work almost entirely with psychic abilities, meaning that I am non-system worker. So that means I do not work with any system that is being put into place to work with. I will explain this some other time as it is also very complex. But one thing that you need to know is that there are different types of gifts and they are all important. Like I said before, things are not always as they appear. You know, sometimes we meet someone in particular state, or we meet someone in particular stage, or we meet someone in their phase, you know, in a certain phase of their life, and we stereotype them to be a certain way without noticing that it could be the karma that is playing, you know, its course. And we really need to respect the fact that there is karma, because this law of karma, it is there to assist us, it is there to shape us, to make us better people. You will never know when you might find yourself walking in someone else's shoes. So, and remember, the best apology, like I said before, is a changed behavior. Don't be quick to judge. Be that which you are. While you are that which you are, allow others to be that which they are. Because we all have our own things to do as we embark on this planet. And we all have to do certain things for our families, for our kingdoms. As I always say, when you meet someone else, you meet a different kingdom, because each and every one of us, we represent different kingdoms. So when you say in isiZulu uthi sawubona, thina mndeni wakamkhize sawubona ubukhosi bakini. So it's very important to honor each other and respect one another, because karma is for all of us. I will continue explaining karma, and this time around I will be focusing more on the stand-ins. When you lose a loved one or a friend or friends, you have no concept if they are going to return quickly or they're actually gonna wait until most of the group is with them. That's the beauty of life. In addition to all of this, you have a physical placement on earth to consider. All of us here, at one time or another, have been part of the great civilization of the planet because of different lifetimes. Many times it has been with the same group, but not always. But many times it has been the same group. Why the same group? The groups tends to stay together to facilitate the lesson, but we still meet people on the other side of the planet Earth, because we are all on planet Earth. So we do meet other people from the other side whom we feel we know. I will explain that later on as I continue with this video. You know, that have been the stand-ins, for another entity that have moved on or graduated, because we are all here to learn, and we learn through karma. A stand-in is that one who incarnates in a place of this is so complex to explain, but I'll try to be as slow as possible, and hopefully you will understand. A stand-in is one who incarnates in a place of a group member who is finished, to facilitate the same karma that the one who couldn't return was scheduled to do. The stand-in is a very different kind of individual and often appear unbalanced to society. I'm sure we have seen those people. The person is playing karma that is not his or hers, for the benefit of those around him or her who needs it. When we look at the walk-in, there are two scenarios that are in place. When appropriate, there are those who take over during the incarnation because the existing human is finished with karma and can leave. But for the universe, it is more valuable for the timing reasons to swap souls with the same body, allowing another to come in without biological birth. This is most common to after an extended coma, life-changing dream of some kind. So souls can be swapped. That is why sometimes you'll find that you will know Nkosinathi Mkhize, and then next time you meet him, it should be more like you are meeting a total different person. It could happen that Nkosinathi Mkhize has finished, and then he needed swapping. So the soul needs to be swapped, and then the next one will come into the very same body, and then to continue with the duties. And like I told you, the stand-in is one who incarnates in a place of a group member who is finished, to facilitate the same karma that one couldn't return to actually, to do, So basically what happens is, this happens for those people that are around that particular person. And then the second scenario of this will be, it is also common for the same entity to reincarnate with the same human during the same lifetime. This follows a near-death experience or trauma of some kind, where human death was seemingly averted, and the individual seemed to be changed forever due to that experience. I've written a lot about this. You can visit nkosinathi.wordpress.com, where I spoke more on this near-death experience. Both of these methods are used by the universe to accelerate the group karmic timing. So be aware that those around you who are playing an active part in your life are most likely old souls that have been with you many times. So does this give you a different perspective on them? Remember, your service to the universe is that one who is to be a warrior of light. You constantly move in and out of lesson, not only Earth, but different planets. That's how vast this karma is. When you graduated with earthly karma, you move on to somewhere else where you can also continue with other lessons. Just like us, we start from preschool, then from preschool we go to primary school, and then from primary school we go to high school, and then from high school we go to tertiary schools, and there are also different levels of tertiary schools. So same thing with this karma, it's being followed. When you graduate here, you may move on to be in lesson somewhere else. So that's the beauty of karma. We are an evolving species. We are getting better and better. And the only thing that helps us to get better is karma. So that is why I told you earlier on that you shouldn't judge any other person. That is why you need to treat each and every person as the opportunity for you to do better, as the most important person, because each and everyone is embarking on this planet to fulfill a certain lesson, and a lesson that is different from you. And the fact that that person is in your sphere of contact, that means that person is your friend. That person has set up this karmic experience with you, and you have to work with that person. It doesn't matter what state or phase of life that person is, but you have to work with that person to ensure that you clear your karma and his or her karma. That's all that I wanted to share with you on the karmic experience. I believe that everything that I just said will reach your favorite interest and you will ponder upon it. I am just triggering. I am just planting a seed for you to understand the beauty of this thing and to actually not fear karma, because most people, they fear karma. But karma doesn't mean that what happens today and then tomorrow you are going to see the result of it. No, it could happen in different in lifetimes, so what happens now, it can only manifest in the next lifetime. That is why it is important for every one of us to ensure that we work towards being the greatest people ever by being nice to each and everyone and not judging everyone. Nkosinathi Mkhize, owakagcwaba umntwana. Thank you so much for watching this vid, and it is an honor for me to be blessed with such gift that I have, and I will continue to serve you, my friends. I will continue to work with you to clear our karmic experiences. Thank you. Thokoza.